Good morning, everyone. I came on real fast. We're about to go swimming right now, but I wanted just to leave you guys with some tips. So, are you okay? It's my daughter. That's Izzy. So Izzy and Ozzy. They're over there. So, they're both on the spectrum also. So I just wanted to give you some tips to better help understand your child that is autistic. So the most common concern that I get from parents is, he's happy. The most common concern that I get from parents is that their child they are saying that they're aggressive. And I'll ask them, like, well, describe aggressive, and they'll say, oh, they keep swinging jumping rope, or they keep, slapping me, and they say that they'll, physically throw their body or shove the parent away. I just want to help you guys understand a child with that is exhibiting those behaviors. Now, I just want to start off with saying that the child is not aggressive. Okay, the child is experiencing physical stimulation overload, and that child requires, in the child's mind, the child feeling that they need more control. Do not touch them. That's not going to help. You trying to grab and pick up the child that's experiencing this. They're very sensitive to touch. This type of child with autism gets overly stimulated with touch stimulation. So this means though that they do require physical sensory input, but not it has to be self-stimulated physical input. There's other therapists that might say, oh, they require physical sensory input, so they think that they can go and put their hands on the child. That it's not the same, and it's not I'm autistic. I can tell you that it's best for the child to stimulate their own sensories. So you're going to want a child that's doing those type of behaviors, hyperactiveness, that won't stop jumping up and down and being kind of disruptive, or self-harming. You're going to want to get a child like that, and you're going to give them, you can give them several, okay, so I'll start with one. So you can give them, there's a little, Ozzy, leave her alone, please. So you can give them a little brush, and they comb their, that has the same texture of a bristle, like a little baby brush, like a little baby, it's real soft. You give that to them, and you brush the little arms, and one time each, and then give it to them, and then tell them to brush your arms, and then they'll brush your arms, and then they'll start to do it to themselves. Have them brush, model brushing the arms, and brushing down the legs, brushing the little toes. This is allowing them to get that physical input, but be in control of it. And this helps them, it'll help with the soothing of the hyperactiveness. And you can also get them, like I do with my daughter, a little water bowl. I get a little bowl, little water dish. And I give her little toys, and I sit her on the floor. If you give them, I feel like if you don't sit them on the floor with the water table, with the little water table, and they're not sitting down the floor, they're going to get, because they're standing, from my experience, they'll get more hyperactive and start slapping at the water and stuff like that. So I sit my daughter on the floor with a big giant Tupperware, and then I'll put, I've done, I'll put different fruits in there, little chopped up fruits, and then I'll give her a little plastic, stick, kind of like a little shish kebab, a little fake shish kebab stick, and have her play with the water and get the little fruit and put it onto the little stick, shove it through. That's also physical. Now this is stimulating her visual sensory. This is stimulating her smell. It's stimulating touch, visual. And then even taste, because she ends up putting it to her mouth, the fruit. So this is really good. It helps her get used to the physical, input. You can also, and by saying that, I just want you to make sure you guys didn't miss it. You always want to combine when they're doing physical stimulation, physical input. it has to be combined with another sensory. Usually I find that visual sensory is what's helped me when I'm having a sound stimulation overload. I know that I can stimulate another sensory. Usually it's visual sensory. Like I do tracing with my eyes. I know it sounds weird, but it's actually a thing. A lot of autistic people do it. I will visually trace like RoboCop with my eyes, everything around me, and before I would do behaviors like it's stemming, but I would be going like this. But I was tracing. People don't know that I was doing that. I was like with my finger, like if it was a pencil. I was tracing and writing, cursive writing. I was like, I was always doing that, and when it became like noticeable, and people were like, "What the heck are you doing?" and trying to make comments on it in a mean way, I started to stick my hands under my legs so I wouldn't move them, and I had to find another way of stemming. So I started looking at, visually I was tracing stuff to help me. And also like hyperactive children that, I don't like the word aggressive or, misbehaving. They require a sensory input that the parents are not aware. That's partially the parents' fault. It's not just a child's fault. So they're not aggressive. I call them maybe hyperactive a little bit. So once you do those type of activities, you can also get like the water bowl with the little like cotton balls or whatever, or not cotton balls, but like little plastic little like balls. You can get a straw and you can have them blow into the water to make the little ball move. You can also put a little bowl of cotton balls and have them. That's much more too, like if they're spitting and biting a straw, and have them suck up the little cotton and move it into another bowl with their mouth. They're getting that oral sensory stimulation. So another activity, sequential patterns. So visual helps a lot with autism, visual sensory. So I suggest have them to get into activities like maybe like beating, sequential patterns. Get them on a pattern that's complicated, and get them doing the beats to learn the concept of the pattern. That helps a lot. You can also do painting, visual stimulation. When they're having an overload, if they work on that sensory that they're having an overload with, it's always, I highly recommend combining it with visual stimulation. This kind of helps, the visual stimulation kind of helps take some of the overload, like say it's like 100% overloading with touch stimulation. When you're doing visual stimulation, when you start self-stimulating visually, it sort of like takes some of that weight off and carries it, if that makes any sense. So it's like balances out. What else do we have? So eye contact. I highly suggest that you do take photos, take selfies. Take photos, record videos with them, let them watch the videos and record, take pictures. Have them look at you. What happened, Mama? Have them look at you through the camera or through a mirror. It's important. Come say hi, Izzy. So it's important that they see your eyes, like they get the concept, like they have to see, it gets their attention more, a mirror or a video. They're able to see their eyes when they're watching themselves outside themselves. So I highly suggest that. Hi. Are you scared? You stuck? Say hi, Izzy. This is Izzy. She's 2 years old. She's nonverbal, but I've been teaching her to speak. You're not scared? She's not scared, you guys. She's, I guess, scared with sound, so she keeps trying to fool herself. She keeps walking around telling, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Hi. You ready to go swimming?
Swimming?
Yeah.
Swimming?
We can go swimming. You ready, little